Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy T-Man. We're coming at you guys again with another deck profile. This time we're doing Battlewasp with a little bit of spice. I've been having a great time with this deck. Let's just jump right into it. We got the extra deck and the 40 card main deck. So starting off with the Battlewasps, we have 3 Battlewasps Sting the Poison. This is your searcher. When it's normal or special summon, you can add any Battlewasp monster from your deck to your hand. It has a quick effect that you contribute another insect monster you control, target one effect monster your opponent controls, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. We played 3 because it's your searcher. This is the most important Battlewasp. Then we played 3 Battlewasp Pin the Bullseye. As long as you control another insect monster, this card can summon itself from the hand. And during your main phase, you can activate this effect to deal 200 damage to your opponent for each Battlewasp Pin the Bullseye you control. So a minimum of 200 damage and a maximum of 600 damage if you can manage to get all 3 of them on the field at the same time. The 200 damage does make a difference, so don't forget to activate that effect, guys. It can win. I've won a few games with that effect just for game. They have 200 life points left. Just summon him, burn, and then it's game over. Then we play 2 Battlewasp Twin Bow the Attacker. During your main phase, this card can summon itself from the hand, but it will lock you into insects for the rest of the turn from the extra deck. And then also during each battle phase, you can attack twice. Today we play 2 Battlewasp Obelisk, the Rapid Fire. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 3 or lower insect in your graveyard and special summon that monster in defense position. And then if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle, you can special summon 1 Battlewasp from your deck. We only play 2 because you can search it, and also we only play 2 of the Twin Bow because it's searchable as well. Then we're gonna go ahead and go into some insect support. We play 1 Goalkeeper. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can add exactly 1 level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. And if you add a normal monster, you can summon that monster, and if you summon that monster, you can destroy 1 card on the field with attack equal to or greater than the attack of the card that you summon. So the card that we go for is Neobug. Now I know some people play the Shiny Sea Squatter, the new one from, I think it was Ignition Assault. I'm not 100% sure what set it came out in, but the one that has 2000 attack. I don't play that one because it has 2000 attack. This one has 1800 attack. Sunlight Wolf has 1800 attack. So with the Sea Squatter, you cannot attempt to destroy Sunlight Wolf because it has more attack. Then we play 1 Resonance Insect. If this card leaves the field to the graveyard, you can add a level 5 or higher insect from your deck to your hand. And then if this card were to be banished, you can send 1 insect from your deck to your graveyard. So the card that we search with Resonance is Doomdozer. Banish 2 insects from the graveyard to special summon him, and if he deals battle damage, make your opponent send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. You're using it to banish the Resonance, and then the Resonance will send the Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper will get the Neobug. Neobug will summon himself. I'll demonstrate the combo. So that's it for the insects. Everybody I play online doesn't expect this at all, but you play Mech Knights. Play 3 Purple Nightfall. All Mech Knights have the same summoning condition, that if there are 2 cards in the same column, you can summon this card to that column. So the purple, the blue, the red, the yellow, the indigo, they all summon themselves that way, but they all have different effects. So the purple one banishes a Mech Knight until the next standby phase to add another Mech Knight. Then you play 2 Mech Knight Blue Sky. When this card is summoned from your hand, you can add Mech Knights equal to the number of cards your opponent controls in the same column as this card, so you can get potentially 3. Alright, then we play 1 Indigo Eclipse. This one, you target a Mech Knight you control and move it to another column. 1 Red Moon. Target 1 face-up monster in the same column as it and destroy it. You have to banish a Mech Knight in your graveyard. 1 Yellow Star. This is to remove back row. You banish a Mech Knight in your graveyard. Target 1 spell or trap in the same column as this card and destroy it. So that's the Mech Knights. Those are the Mech Knights we play. So because we play Mech Knights, that all kind of gives it away that we play second. We are go second deck, but this deck can go first. Right? So because we play Mech Knights, we are go second. We play Gameciel, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. Pretty much just to set up your columns. You tribute 1 of their monsters, summon this in front of the back row that they set. Boom, you have a column. You summon Blue Sky for 2. Then the other hand trap that we play is Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. I'm only testing this for right now, just to see how it performs, or how, yeah, just to see how it performs. So far, it's I'm not really liking it. A lot of people online are just playing like random rogue decks. So I think maybe once locals start opening, these will get more effective. But for now, they're like 50-50. If you don't want to play these, you can always play Nibiru, or you can play Ash, or Effect Vader, or Infinite Permanence, whatever hand trap you want. Those are the monsters. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into the spells. So we played 3 Revival Swarm. This is your Monster Reborn for Battlewasp. Target 1 Battlewasp monster in your graveyard, special summon it. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 insect monster you control. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end of the next turn. That effect is once per turn, but not the revival effect. Just remember that. Then we play 1 Lightning Storm. I play 1 because it's expensive to get 3. I'm working on getting 3, but for the meantime, I only have 1. You control no face-up cards on the field. You activate one of these effects. Destroy all face-up attack position monsters, or destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. If you can't afford any Lightning Storm, you can just play like Evenly Match. It's crazy how Evenly Match would be your budget item, your budget card, when it's like almost $40, I think. Or you can play this Dark Hole. This gets rid of the monsters, even if they're in defense position. It can bait out negates, all that stuff. The only thing it doesn't do is get rid of back row. But again, if you want to try, if you're playing against back row, just get Evenly Matched, I guess, because we don't have any like Featherstorm Duster or anything like that. Alright, so these ones are just replacing the 2 Lightning Storms that I don't have. I'm working on getting the other 2, but for right now, I only have the 1. Alright, moving on, we play 2 Insect Imitation. This one is optional, but you can play any other 2 cards you feel like you want to play. I like it in certain situations because if you open the level 1 insect, you can use this card to get you to your level 2, which is your searcher, and then just continue with your plays that way. You tribute 1 monster on your side of the field and special summon an insect from the deck with 1 level higher than the card that you tributed. So typically you tribute this one here, the Battlewasp and the Bullseye. It's a level 1. You tribute it and then you summon the level 2. This is your searcher. Alright, moving on. We main deck 2 Cosmic Cyclone. You don't have to play these. These are pretty much because I don't have the other Lightning Storms. Pay 1,000 life points, target a spell trap on the field, and banish it. Then we play the 1 Foolish Burial. This can get you to your Sting of Poison. Play the 1 World Legacy Key for back row. Negates any trap cards that activate in the same column as a Mech Knight, even if they're counter traps. That's the fucking best thing about it. Right, and then the one trap we play is the World Legacy Secret. This on activation, you can target a level 5 or higher monster and special summon it. If this card leaves the field, send that card to the graveyard. But it also negates monster effects in the same column as a Mech Knight. That's it for the spells and traps, guys. That's it for the main deck, actually. 40 main. There's a few cards if you want to change, you can change. Like the Insect Imitation, the Phantasmes, the Cosmic Cyclones. If you don't want to play those, you can just put your little touch on it. For now, this is what I'm playing, and it's been working really good for me. So moving on to the extra deck. I'm going to start off with the big boy himself, Ballista, the Armageddon. This is the Synchro 12. When this card is Synchro Summon, you can banish all insects in your graveyard, and all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 500 attack per insect that you banished. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, you can special summon 3 of your banished level 11 or lower insect monsters. Then we play the Synchro 8, Hama the Conquering Bow. If you use a Synchro monster for its Synchro Summon, this card can attack twice per battle phase. And then if it were to destroy a monster by battle, you can make all your opponent's monsters that they currently control lose 1000 attack and defense. And at the end of the battle phase, if your opponent didn't take battle damage, you can activate the effect. You can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for Battlewasp in your graveyard. So that can come up. If you attack a defense position monster and don't deal damage, that effect will trigger. We play the 1 Battlewasp Halberd the Charge. This is your Synchro 6. Once per battle during damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal or higher attack, quick effect, you can have the attack of your opponent's monster during the damage calculation only. And when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Battlewasp monster you control. You can only use this effect once per turn. This card is great because it can beat over anything that is 5000. 1 Azusa the Ghost Bow. This is the Synchro 5. This card is also a tuner. This is a synchro tuner monster. So when your opponent takes effect damage from another Battlewasp monster you control, you can deal additional effect damage equal to the original attack of the card that dealt the damage. So if you attack with Halberd, they'll take battle damage plus the effect damage for 300 per Battlewasp you control. If you have the Azusa on the field, it'll trigger her effect. Since a Battlewasp dealt effect damage, she'll deal effect damage equal to his original attack, which is 2500. So you'll deal another 2500 on top of that, and then you can attack with that for a game. If a Battlewasp battled while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. Moving on to the links, we play 2 Inzektor Pico Felina. When this card is link summoned, if you control another insect monster, you discard a card from your hand, target another insect monster you control, and equip it with an insect from the deck. Then that card will gain 500 attack and defense. And then its second effect, you target 3 insects in your graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck, and draw 1 card. So you play 2 because you just recycle one another with that effect. Then you play 1 Seraphim Papillon. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that name, let me know if I am. Papillon or Poppy, I call it Poppy, Seraph Poppy. This card gains 200 attack per counter on it. When this card is link summoned, you can activate one of these effects, and only one of these effects that turn. Place 1 counter on it for each insect that was used for its link material. And then it has a quick effect where you can remove 1 counter from this card, target a level 4 or lower insect in your graveyard, and special summon it in defense mode. But remember, you could only use 1 effect that turn. So the next card, I don't have it. I know I have it, but I can't. I'm just too lazy to look for it because I've just been doing online play mostly. Nothing really physical like in person. But this is the Magnite link. This is Magnite the Morningstar. When that card is link summoned, you discard a World Legacy card or a Magnite monster from your hand and search a World Legacy spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Then also any Magnite that battles a monster in a different column than it cannot be destroyed by battle, and also you take no battle damage from that battle. And we play 1 Salamangreat Omrage, just in case your opponent makes you go first. Game 2. All of the Battlewasps except for Arbalest are 1000 attack and lower, so they all can be linked into this to make a column for your Magnite plays. We play 1 Link Cross for token fodder, and also for your synchro summons. I've done it before where I'll have this left on the field on the previous turn. I've done it before where I make Link Cross with Seraph Poppy for 3, so I get 3 tokens. So I'll have the 3 tokens plus my tuner and any level 4, and that gives you your Synchro 9, and we'll get to the Synchro 9 in a little bit. Alright, so we play the Nightmare Phoenix, or the Nightmare package, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn. This is for popping back row things that we can't really get to ourselves. Then Unicorn for spinning stuff, and then we play Boral Sword for OTKs. Now these next 2 spots, you can pick what you want to play here. You can play anything. You can play synchros, you can play some Mexies, you can play whatever you want. These 2 spots are really up to you. The rest of these, I feel like this is how it should be, but these next 2 spots you can play what you want. So the Synchro 8 that we play, it is Draco Berserker of the Tinny. When a monster activates its effect, you can banish that monster. If this card were to destroy a monster by battle, you'll gain the attack of that monster and then be able to attack again to another monster. So he's good for OTKs, and he's a Synchro 8. We can make this very easily. And then the Synchro 9 that I was talking about is the Ravenous Croco Dragon. This card gains 500 attack and defense for each card that is in your hand. And then if this card is Synchro Summon, you draw cards equal to the number of non-tuners used for its Synchro Summon. So if you have Link Cross, if you use the Link Cross tokens, you're minimum gonna draw 2 cards because you're gonna use the 2 tokens. But I've done it where I use the Seraph Poppy for 3 tokens with the tuner, the level 2 tuner, and another for level 4 on the field, and you draw 4 cards. You draw 4 cards. That's freaking crazy. And then he has a quick effect where you discard 2 cards from your hand and target 1 card on the field and destroy it. I think this card is really good in this deck, because you can draw 4 cards. It's not gonna happen all the time, but when the opportunity presents itself, you're not gonna regret that you played this card. I promise you that, because I didn't even think about it until I actually had the opportunity in front of me, and I said, holy shit, I can use Link Cross, make 2 tokens, summon my tuner, search my other card, and then boom, Ravenous Crocodile Dragon for 4 draws. It's crazy. Alright, that's it for the main and the extra deck. Kind of went on a rant there. I'm going to show you guys a quick combo with just the Battlewasp. I'm not going to really get into the Magnite stuff because all the Magnite stuff is based on what your opponent's board looks like. We'll jump into that combo right now. Alright guys, so what we're going to need for this combo is Sting the Poison and Pin the Bullseye or the level 3. In either of the two, it doesn't really matter. And then 1 card for your discard. Obviously you're going to have a card for discard if it's your first turn. Hopefully your opponent doesn't hand loop you. Right, depending on what they're playing. I don't know. So you need these 2. So you need this and an extender. An insect extender. Right, so you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna normal summon you're gonna normal summon Sting the Poison. You're gonna search the Twin Bow the Attacker. Right? Now if you had Twin Bow the Attacker in your opening hand, you would search Pin the Bullseye. But since we have Pin the Bullseye, we search Twin Bow the Attacker. Right, so then we're gonna use Pin the Bullseye's effect. Because we control another insect, it'll trigger the effect in the hand to special summon him to our side of the field. So we're gonna go ahead and special summon him. Don't forget, trigger his second effect to burn 200 damage right here. Boom, you're already winning. Beautiful, right? And then you're gonna use Battlewasp's effect during your main phase. You can special summon him from the hand, but you're gonna be locked into insects from your extra deck for the rest of the turn. Remember that. But it's at the moment that you use the effect. So you can do your whole Magnite combo with the Link and everything before you summon this, and after you summon this, that's when you're locked into insects. That's the beauty of that card. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna link any 2. It doesn't really matter which cards you link away, but you need 2 insects, right? So you're gonna link into the Insector, to your Insector card. So since you control another insect, you're gonna trigger her effect. You're gonna discard 1 random card from your hand, target the other insect you control, and you're going to equip it with the Resonance insect from your deck to that card. It'll gain 500 attack, but it's not really relevant. If you had one of your extenders in your hand, what you can do is you can make a second Insector. Pico Felina uses the effect to shuffle 3 of the insects back to your graveyard, back to your deck, and then draw 1 card. But in this case, we don't have that extender. We're not using the extender, so we're just going to go ahead and link into the next step. So we're going to go ahead and use these cards for Link Summon into Seraph Poppy. So Seraph Poppy is a mandatory effect, which is unfortunate, because if it was a you can effect, I'm not sure how to word it, but if it was an optional effect, it would be so much better because you would be able to chain block. But since it's a mandatory effect, this effect will always be chain 1, and then you'll trigger Resonance Insect because it left the field to the graveyard. You're gonna trigger its effect as chain 2 to search a level 5 or higher insect from your deck to your hand. So you're gonna search your Doom Dozer, and Seraph Poppy will gain 2 counters because we use 2 insects for its Link Summon. Right, then you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna summon Doom Dozer by banishing the Resonance and any of your other insects. It doesn't really matter which one you banish. Probably not the Link monster, but any of the other Link insects you will banish to special summon him. Then it's going to trigger Resonance effect. Since it was banished, you're going to send 1 insect from the deck to the graveyard. You're going to send your Golkipo. Golkipo hits the graveyard, it'll trigger its effect to add a level 4 insect from your deck to your hand. Now you can add the Arbalest if you want, but we're going for a disruption, so we're going to add the normal monster, the Neobug, and then special summon it. Now, if your opponent had a monster that you can destroy, you would be able to do it now, as long as it has attack equal to the Neobug or more. And it's a non-targeting destruction, so it's pretty good, right? So then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna end your turn, and then during your opponent's standby phase, you're gonna remove 1 counter from Seraph Poppy, target your Sting the Poison, and special summon it in defense mode. Now since he was summoned this turn, you're going to be able to search your Arbalest, the Rapid Fire. So now you have 2 really big bodies, right? 2800 and 2300. And then you have one disruption here. You're gonna if you be able to tribute the Neo Bug to target one effect monster your opponent control and negate his effects until the end of the turn. And that's the combo, guys. Really quick, I actually want to show you guys. I'm not gonna show you the full combo, but I'll show you guys with the Foolish Burial while we run the Foolish Burial. All right, so let's say you don't open your Sting the Poison, but you open these two, your Obelisk and your Foolish Burial, and then obviously one card for discard. This is still also full combo if you go uninterrupted. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna activate Foolish Burial. You're gonna send your Sting the Poison to the graveyard, right? Then you're gonna go ahead and normal summon Obelisk. His effect will trigger since it was normal summon. You're gonna target a level 3 insect in your graveyard and special level 3 or lower insect in your graveyard and special summon it. You're gonna special summon the Sting the Poison. Then his effect will trigger to search, right? And since you control an insect monster, you'll be able to special summon the pin. Now in this case, you're not gonna be locked into insects from the extra deck, so you can feel free to do any other link plays or secret plays or whatever you want, because you didn't use the level 3 insect. But see now how you have the 3 insects, now you have full combo again. You're gonna link 2 of them off into the Insector, target one card, other insect you control, pitch a card, and then equip it, and then just do the whole combo all over again. And that's another way you can get into it. There's several ways you can get into the combo. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you guys like the deck profile. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.